I'm going to make a little video just on something maybe you might not see. So this, as you can see, is my screen, right? Okay, see, this is my screen. I'm going to try and see if I can get my screen. So now take a look. You see that going through the screen? So if you don't think you're being brainwashed, oh, it's just a camera, it's just a camera. Well, if my camera can pick it up, you don't think my eye can pick it up? You see the way it is? Take a look at this. Take a look. I'm going to show you. See the way it's moving? Now when I take it like this, hold on. I'm trying to get it proper, if I can get it marked off. There you go. See that angle? See the angle? You can't see it moving, right? You can't see it moving on any of the screens. Now take a look. Now it starts to move again. You get it up, you get it up, you get it up. You get it up, you get it up. And you start to watch it move. So you're telling me everything's okay, right? Everything's okay, it's just my camera. That's the way we think, right? It's just my camera. Well, let me start to show you some other things on this, okay? I'm going to try to show you. You see the nose over here that's cut off? Well, it's over here. You see that little piece there? See the little piece there? It's all the way over here. Practically touching between two sides. If you look at it sideways, it looks like a crown. See this? He's got his tongue sticking out. This guy is laughing. This over here, see this little arms and this head, his feet over here? He's driving. This is plugged into Canada, which is carrying the US. And who's following on the tail? Russia. Seems like these outer spaces, interference. You see how complete this is in a map? How complete this is in a map? The outer cutting, because of my play ratio, okay? Which these are a higher AdSense than the other places, which is Germany, the Netherlands, Brazil. Can you see Brazil? It's a face. Backwards, it looks like a hippopotamus. Forwards, it's a nose, and it's talking to this animal. This animal versus this animal. If you want to look at Texas, Texas is right here. Okay? But if you really take a look on another map, you'll see two kinds of chickens over here. If you take a look at Canada, you see the one head over here? Here's a leg over here, and he's running. His arm is over here. It's only my imagination, but my imagination revolves to art. And if I would design it in art, you too would see the same thing. Okay? But look at those lines. What do you think it's telling us? Is it Morse code? How should we slow them down? By angling the camera a little different? Will we slow them down? Turn the camera a little bit slower. How about if we turn the camera a little sideways? Oh, we see if we turn it completely sideways. Now look at the lines. See the lines the way they're going down that way? Take a look at me turning the camera. See the way I'm turning the camera? See the way the lines are now? Isn't that the way it rains on that angle? Cutting off one corner. When we do this, okay, when I hold the camera like this, I'm cutting off a corner. If I hold it on the other 45, I cut off that corner. If I hold it on this 45, I hold it at this. But if I hold it straight, I'm cutting it in slashes. I don't have the whole thing being cut down. I didn't separate it in two. Let me show you one thing. Like I was trying to do on a thing. I either separate this in two sides. But if I go above and below, my 10 of 1 and 9 starts over here and it ends over here. This is the angle of 1 and 9, 3 and 7. 1 and 9, 3 and 7. 4 and 6. 5 and 5. Why 5 and 5? Because I'm in the center of everything. Only the 5 is here. 4 and 6 is in between 5. 5, 5, and 5. From this level to this level to this level. Rubik's Cube design enlarged. I'm just going to show you a little something I'm working on right now. And it's that over there. Okay? I'm going to consume most of my floor doing that. Okay? That's a numerological known fact on this earth. Thousands of people today will walk in and choose areas on that design today. Some will watch the ball go around and some of the areas will have payoffs. When that ball falls, that is your roulette. That is the roulette table design on one of the major designs that are surrounding it right now, okay? The empty space, okay? Maybe I should have left a little bit more empty space, but every single one of those is the same thing. It's back to back forward to forward. You see this one design over here? Let me show the, I have to show my screen a little bit bigger. Yes, Mary, I thought of you. The wide screen you said, right? But I'm going to show you an area. See this area here, this area here, this area here, this area here, and this area here. Well, the number in that area, that digital, that digital, that digital, and that digital is what it looks like over here. That's the number to Nibiru. That is 9 and 1, okay, which is the angle, okay, of your birth. Same thing over here, this one here, but look what in between over here. There is no space, okay? The cube goes over there. Do you know why there's no space there? Because these are 3 strands, and 3 strands, and 3 strands, and 3 strands, and 3 strands. These are the spaces between the strands. So every single one of this will grow. Do you see the way the man grows up out here, his face? Then it's in between 4 and 6 Zion Israel digital, and then down below. And then there's another face. Either they're face to face, arm in arm, 2 legs. You want to walk a gimel? We can walk a gimel. You want to see how Resh comes from gimel? Look, we go up to there, down to here, down here, and we've got a walking letter. Let's say it's walking arm. The R letter goes walking. They walk face to face. You put them together, it becomes a heart. You put these 4 together. You put them together this way. On the angle crisscross shows a left side, top left, top bottom, which means the opposite exact world. The 1 and the 9, if you take this is the 1 and the 9. Now watch what happens when I turn it. I turn it and boom. Look what happens to my arms. My arms are on the same side as my shoulders. Now I move the clip over and boom. My arms are on the opposite side. Although I hold the same position. And you see the S? Start from the outside of my arms and the inside of my arms, the passage. 40-60. It's got to be 40-60 because wouldn't the digital of every aspiration of everything be the nose? It's in the middle of your 2 eyes and your mouth. But not the mouth of the whole. Right over here. Somewhere back. Let's cut it off straight and let's see what it looks like. So we have to understand that 4, okay, 4, which creates 88, okay, in the digital or on square paper. 4 is these 2 corners and these 2 corners. If I divide it in half, right, no matter what, if I divide it in half top and bottom, no matter what, that top right window has been separated, severed from the bottom half. And that top half, okay, has been separated from the bottom right half. That leaves me with 4 individuals which have been paired up with the other side of its own side. It's 2 wires coming from here to here and join over here. Over here they mix, and this one goes out this way, and this one goes out this way. One goes into 7, the other goes into 9. Now you have the gateway. You sent the spirit into man. Man needs the gateway in order to receive the spirit and to send it back, because 9 has to come first. First you need the 7 to bring the 9, and then you need the 9 to be used so you can use the 7th gate. Out your ass. Don't talk like that. You breathe it in, but out your ass. You speak it out your mouth. So we understand that because I get these 2 up here and these 2 up over here, they're separate, but they're together. These are together. Although they're separated from side to side, we're bringing this side to that side, passing it through the N letter. The N letter brings it from top left to bottom right. The Z letter brings it from left to right, from top right to bottom left. Because these are the letters. And Z is in the E family. They say Z and Z. Right away, when you say Z or Zadie, you got to understand what you can do with all this. The alphabet has 10 or 20. The time clock is 12 and below, or it's 19 and it's 24 and above. But the 12 and below can go all the way up to 19 on the second clock, 1 and 9. But on the first clock, it can only go up to actually 11. It can't go up to 12 because 12 is actually 0 in the next part of the day and counting on from the day. So it goes from 12 down to 0 again. Okay? But how do you start on 0? You can't start on 0. Clock has to start on 1. Clock can't start on 0. You start the clock on 1, where the hand starts. Where the heart of the clock starts, it should be here. This should be number 1. Just like Go in Monopoly, it's number 1. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get to the 11th hour, and it's the 12th hour. 12:59, they go on to 1 o'clock. But you started at 1 o'clock. So you get to the 12th hour, it's the 13th hour. You do that twice a day, you got 26 hours. But you're starting at 1, you're not starting at 0. You got the same 12 hours. So in 26, you get 24, 50. 26, you get 24 is 86 is 14. 26 is 12, brings you to 20. 20 and 18, 38, bring me into the church. Is that what I said? Let me check this out again. I got 14 is what I said. And I got 20. So I got 34. DC, 1 energy. Don't start the clock on 12. Start the clock on 1, as 0:59 is not 0:59 because all angles of 0 will always be 6. So the minute you see a 0, you know right away it's 6. There's 3 things. I hold a rubber band. I hold it here and I hold it here. Because I'm holding it, I don't have to move. That's where it is. It's 0.0. It's in my hand. Area 1. Split apart from the other side. 1 and 5. 2 hands. 1 and 5. 5 and 1. I'm holding in here. I'm holding in here. I'm holding my elastic. 1 and 5. Or is it 1 and 5 if you want to look at it this way? No matter what you do at these 3, regardless of the number, they're in between 1 and 5. So it doesn't matter what you call them. You want to call them 3.1415? Call them what you want. Still in between 1 and 5. But this one, 3.14, is 3 point. Point equals 0. It's one particle of the upper or lower world. It is the gateway between the two. The same way we have these individual dots that don't have lines in it. Some will turn yellow, okay? But some, exactly like what I'm showing you, right in between here, there's an empty space all the way, follow from the top, there's no line that breaks it, okay? But there's bridges and passes and gateways in between. We're going to see how these gateways work according to dots, lines, and numbers, which have colors. Because what you saw there is that roulette wheel. It's a roulette wheel. It's this. It's this over here. It's this over here. They gave me operational designs. All I have to do is bring the equation, do the design to better understand the reality and my perception. Also, you have to understand is how the card works. Where should you start from the card? Never start from the edges because sometimes they're cut off. Start from the middle. So you see 2 full middles and 2 edges. One is lopsided to the other side. So I understand that start here. This will be first, this will be second, this will be third. And now you just keep going out, 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 out. My question is, does it work this way? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Instead of they saying working this way, they work this way. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Now I'm not sure if it goes around in a circle, 3, 3, 3, around in a circle, 3, 3, 3, around in a circle, 3, 3, 3. You put all of these together, all in cylinders, okay? You put one cylinder in the center that turns all of them. Do you understand what I'm saying? You put a cylinder in all of them that turns all of them. This one, if you put it in the center, this one will be turning this way. This one will be turning this way. So if I put this one in the center, okay, one of the sides has to be on a roller. Because if it's not on a roller, one will turn this way, making it go this way, while it's going this way. Okay, one of them will go this way, turning this way. No, turning it this way. So this one will go this way. This is going this way. This is going this way. Okay, but this one is caught in between. So the only thing you can actually do is possibly be the reader and just be in between, reading the lights, the vibration that comes off, the transfer. Somehow things have to be transferred. We've got a computer right here. How are you watching me? How are you breathing? How's that air getting to you? How's the compression that we're holding right here? So we understand that since these are paired up, we would call it 2 and 2. Okay? But the ones that are split from above and below, call it the ocean, call it the sky, is 1 and 4. Because it's cut off, the sky is cut off from the ocean. They brought in two different sides to connect two different sides. It's almost like taking my body from here, and sticking in between my legs on it. So my legs can connect to the earth, like my antennas. Like my antennas. Are my antennas this? These are my antlers, right? Or my antennas, my legs, which actually runs up towards my ass, right, asshole? Yeah, let me show you this one design that I bumped into this morning while I was busy. If I can find that book. Wow. Somehow I think I forgot my book. Don't tell me I forgot my book. I know I didn't forget my book. Can you give me 30 seconds? Please don't tell me I forgot my book. No. You want to know something? I'm going to have to give a thumbs down. No, I can't find my book. Can't find my book. Can't find my book. And I thought I had it here. Went to the dollar store. I bought tape, okay, that usually marks, but there's no chalk on it. It's $1.29. Now I have to get on the bus for $4, get off over there, get back on the bus for $4, come home, spend 2 hours minimum, because the bus passes once every hour. It would take me 10 hours or 3 hours to get over to that place to return something that I can no longer buy at that store because that's not the first time. So we don't have that book with me. And this morning I saw some more stuff, and obviously I can't tell it to you, but you understand what it is. I mean, I have another book. Let me show you on this. Let me show you. You have 4 here, right? This is the telephone, okay? This is 1, this is 3. The reality is, this is 1 and this is 3. From below, this is what it is. From above, this is what it is. If I show you this, this is connected, okay? In order to do that, the only way I can do it is showing you they're from 2 different sides. We connect this, they're connected. But in reality, you can't connect this straight. It only can be connected this way. The reality is, this one and this one, they are connected straight. This one is connected to this one right here. Why? Because Aleph letter is designed like this. In the middle of the Aleph letter, okay, is the letter N. Okay, it's the letter N. But for East and West, okay, Israel Zion, from above inside the 40 to down below where the 60 is, that's where I get my 60, 80. 20 would be in Venus, 80 would be in Neptune. We live on the Earth, Mars, Saturn, okay, 6 and 3, 6 and 1. 3 and 1 come together when 6 and 4 come together. 3 and 1, 6 and 4 is in the gateway world, right? But when 4 is over here, 6 has to come together, okay? When 6 is over here, 4 has to come together. 6 and 4 did make 10. 3 and 4 does make 7. 1 and 6 does make 7. 9 is reversed from 6, makes 13. 7. 16, bring me the light. 63, bring me the creation. So this is where the Aleph letter comes together, explaining the Z and the N, which equals to 40, 26, and 14. If you really want to see something really cool, is this. Here's a 26 letter right over here. Okay, the 14th letter is right over here. 14 and 13 connects red. 10 and 13, Mary Jane. 8, heaven, with 5. Okay, the 14th letter, 1 and 4 is 5. 8 and 5, Chaldean, the oldest numerological system, comes together, H and N. And you know what's special about H? H is I, because when you turn the H sideways, it becomes I. So you have a double letter here and a double letter here. You have a double letter here and a double letter here and a double letter here. You have a double letter over here. You know why, right? Here, letters that aren't conform. These 2 letters aren't conform. M, okay, and W aren't conform. We are trees, Zan. We are trees, aces. They're talking to you. G, H, J, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, and then all the way back to the beginning. Q, R, S, T, okay? U, down to the bottom, B, WX over to the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4, 1, 5, 5, 1, 4 is the top one. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. 6 and 4, and 5 and 6 the other way. 5 and 6 is between 4 and 7. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to stop here. F. Okay, would you like to see F? Let's not draw F. You understand Hebrew writing? Let's do the gimel. We'll make the gimel, and then we'll do this, right? We'll make the gimel, and we'll do this. That'll be your gimel. Right? That'll be your gimel. Okay, now, if you take another look, the reality is, right? The reality is that's your gimel. Doesn't that look like an F when you turn it this way? You draw the line a little bit bigger. That's your F. You put two gimels back to back. You want to put two gimels back to back? Put two camels back to back. Make a camel with two humps. Here. You see this? What do you think this is? This is N, and N back to back makes the same design as this. Things are bigger than each other. So do we want to count? The B is the division in this one. Okay. 0, 2 makes 8. F, 6 and 6 makes 3. 3 and 8 are those divisions. Baccarat says. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 and 1. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. DC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the sun. This is your link. Okay, this is your spirit link. S-U-I-T. Suit. S-U-I-T. Suit. Sun. S-U-N. 3 levels. Look at that. Look at that distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. 7, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 and 6 and 2 and 4. Now, I'm not going to get into the realities. I'm showing you how I work out equations, okay? JKL, okay? Look at your 5 key of your telephone. It's ABC, ABC, DEF, GHI. GHI. JKL. JKL. MNO. MN. JKL. MN, 3, 2, and then you go to O. Then it's P from one end, Q, R, S. But on the debit machine, they remove the Q and they put it over the 1 position. So it's P, no Q, it begins in R. So we remove Q, W, E. Since the R is ER in one family, it's in the double world, the ear. Begins over here. Q17, the gateway to creation. 1, 7, 2, 3, 5. There is no 4. 1, 7, 2, 3, 5. There is no 4. 1, 8. So we removed 17, 40, 45. 45 from 351 is 306. 306 becomes 366 and the year becomes what man. Why? Because there's 351 points in the alphabet. Okay, but how many points of the alphabet are here? How many points of the alphabet are here? And how many points of the alphabet are here? Understand that V shows you it's going to F and G, 2 lives of man and the gate. X shows you it's splitting its way up. S and D, okay, standard. Second, S, E, C, D. Second, if you want to go. X, sex. It also says 10. These 2 will say 10. These 3 in a row will say 10. This is an I letter. It's D-I-X. Okay. Roman numeral 50, standing near K-I-O-P. 50 P's, 50 O's, 50 I's, 50 U's. But this one here is going to go 50. 50 times 60 is 3,000. And 50 by 9 is 450. 3,950. 3,956. 3,956. So 3 and 9 is C and I, creation of the I, and 56, creation of the I with the BC world. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, Or 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 5 and 6. 1 plus 5, 1 plus 5, because it happens in between here. BC. It doesn't matter if it's BC here, because you skip 1, you go BC, or you start 1 and you go BC. Can I go 1 and 4? Because I got 1 thumb to 4 fingers. But actually, I only got 3 in between fingers. I only got 1 center finger. But this is not really the center finger if you're looking at the thumb doesn't count. These 2 fingers become the center finger. One is next to the pinky, the other one's next to the thumb. This one's all alone, poor guy. So we're going to end up this video the way it is. The last thing, yes. I speak about, look, out to one way, out the other way, down and up. 4 left, 6 to the right. It seems like, and I'm not, see, I need to work. I mean, who am I to work with anybody at all? But I need to work. If I had to work, I would need people who know the reality of how the earth moves, how equipment moves, how welding works, how everything works, to understand the basis of where my numbers can go and how they can move, although they have to be always exact. Numbers are always exact. That's what's so great about it. So we had 3956 would actually be 95. So we know where it got us to. It got us straight down south on the I-95 interstate. Interstate, intermediate, someone is in between, something that's taking place, dividing 2 sides. We only need a little bit to run. As long as we got the side of the ocean, we can run the west by the east. So all we have to do is go down as far east. Let's find a main area. Let's find a brew in reverse Nibiru. Let's find the gateway, go down to the Keys, open up the door and see how far up the east coast we can come before we hit Canada. I always liked hanging out in Boston. My uncle's from there. I even like Philadelphia. Get something inside PA. The light of the Afghan man. Afghan, goose and gander. Rhyme that out until you figure something out. And that something that you find out today might mean something in the future. Don't worry how silly it is today. If you know what you're doing and where you're going, and you know your own reality has proved you many times right in your perception and your thought process, you'll start to think that it could be true somewhere, it could end up, but what if the truth is you don't know what the reality is? The only thing you know about the reality is that that's what you said and that's what you thought. Regardless of what value or meaning it has, it's always about the perception after the fact. If you see somebody falling and you never knew they would hit the ground ever, then, I mean, you wouldn't go, oh my God. If you thought someone was falling was pretty cool, and it's okay, watch him fall, but let it bring a great thrill to you. But if you're always worried about how hard he's going to hit the ground, well, you know he's going to hit the ground. You've already put an end to the subject instead of just watching the reality in front of you. Don't bring it to the next step, because the next step is only the perception of the creation of everything that you've ever thought in your entire life since you're here. And others. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. Do I have a whole lot more? A whole lot more. But I think I'm going to go paint, because I left my book in my son's car. I got to take out another book. Thank God. The great thing about the books I bought, they're all blank pages. All squares. In the square I live, at the square I am, I'm looking to hang things around and round them out so I can hang something from my head. You see the light? You see the reflection on my light? You see they talk in strange ways and small perceptions. You see the way the dividing light is that way? From this side you only see one light. But do you understand the way you see the dividing light? If you had to look down at my head, you would see 4 sides of lights. So when you look straight down, you see 4. When you're looking face to face and turn to the side, you see 2. When you're looking straight on, you see 2. Either you see the 2 on this side or the 2 on this side. If your head is forward, you see the 2 in the front and back. And do you understand? It's all how things are set. I'm not here to tell you a story about how God is going to come or any of those things. It's just about the basic geometry art situation, and then you take it on from that point. And if don't feel that you're stuck or stopped, we're stuck or stopped because we don't continue to grind that train. Sometimes it just, and don't do like don't try to upload yourself too fast. If I took a huge video of 2 megs and try to upload it in something moving at 1 gig, it's just gonna shut down or take 100,000 hours, because it only can trickle through. Take a little bit, take a little piece, become a bird, become a fish. Take a nibble from the sky, take a nibble from the ocean, so you can come on land and breathe and live both worlds. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. If this should end on 30 seconds, that would be 3666, but it won't.